Guys, check it out. 2015 Ford Mustang GT. I snagged this boy up the other week. This is my current project. As you can see, it looks pretty decent over here. We got the door open. Here we go. Here's some damage. We got a curtain airbag on the passenger side. We got a seat airbag on the passenger side. Actually, this seat belt feels pretty good. Usually when they go bad, they completely lock up. The dash airbag is good, the steering wheel airbag, but then we do have the other curtain airbag, and then the other seat went off. You know, being a GT, it is a pretty basic one. With the cloth interior, the small screen on the radio. Has pretty low miles, has right around 50,000 miles on it. Aftermarket rims. Rear bumper is missing. Actually, I do have that. Lie, take that back. Here is the accident. This guy right here. So, my bet, you know, in traditional fashion, they went drifting and they must have drifted into a curb and they absolutely shattered this rim, destroyed the tire. I'm sure I got some suspension damage, so we're digging into it right now to figure out what's going to take to get this bad boy up and going. And so follow along. We're going to go through this. All right, let's do it.
Come on, man.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Look at that. Yeah, these Mustang drivers, they got a thing for curbs. Okay, I guess maybe that upper control arm. We're gonna have to get a good look underneath and see what's going on. Yeah, that's factory right there. Get out of here. We got the new one putting on right now. Let's see how that lines everything up.
The next day.
Alright, now we're gonna move forward, jump the car, get to start. Here we are, day 2, actually day 3. We're gonna cut out this curtain airbag for the moment so we can actually see when we're driving. The plans for the day, we got the rear tires on, and we need to get those aligned to see if there's some camber we can figure out. Then the front tires, we're gonna change those over to the same rims. This one is okay, but this side is definitely cambered in. So we're gonna take off that tire. We're gonna inspect the suspension, see if there's any obvious bends in it. And if there is, then we'll just buy the part and replace it. If not, we're gonna take the whole car down to the alignment store and have it aligned and see what they come up with, what other parts we need to replace. And that's the goals for this car for today.
In this picture right here, you can see the bottom of the strut, how it's bent outwards, and that's why I have so much camber on the wheel.
Here we got the old spring, the blue one, kind of looks cool. Monroe. We're gonna pull off the lowering spring on here and this top cap, and then we're gonna reinstall it on this guy. This is supposed to be completely straight. If you look at this one, straight is like that, and it's super cockeyed in. So right here we got the curtain airbags, which they're cut up, but you got this guy right here, and this is where it plugs into the harness. Essentially the charge is housed in this guy right here, and so you can see right, so that's right side, passenger side curtain airbag. And then we got this other one on this side, and this would be the left side or driver's side airbag. So now we have everything pulled out. That's where the little yellow and orange pigtail, the connector that plugs into them on either side. And then I have some used ones that I bought from a local company in there, and then we're gonna go ahead and replace these in the seat. All right, so we are working on pulling these seats out. There's the new airbag. We're gonna go pull these seats out and get them sewed back up, both sides. Pop off these little covers down here and on the back side, and that reveals the bolts. And then I'm gonna go take these to my guy that sews up all these seats. And just like that, we got the seats all sewed and back up, ready to rock and roll. Both the passenger side and the driver's side. So now we're just just reconnecting it back to the floor and plugging it in. Then we're gonna plug in the scan tool and we're gonna read the codes to see what other lights that we need to take care of. So we got the camber kit on. Obviously it still looks cambered in here and I'm sure it's towed out. And we got it on this side as well. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take this down to a local shop we use and have the whole car aligned. Once everything is aligned on it, we're going to put this rear bumper back on. And then actually came over and I had the airbag light reset, or the module reset on it, and then we're going to start going about finding bids on who wants the car the most. So we're going to drive this down to alignment shop and we're going to get this bad boy going.
Next day.
All right guys, we just picked up the Mustang from the alignment shop. They said they had to throw a camber bolt on the front end to bring the camber back in on one of the front tires. Then they said on the camber kit and the tow kit in back, they were able to make those adjustments, which that is great news. So everything lined back up. And now I'm just about to hop on the road, take it down the freeway, take it for a spin. Let's see how she goes. And everything goes good. You know, I have a slight feeling I might have to do a wheel bearing, but if this drives nice and I don't hear anything, we should be good. I'll let you know how this goes, guys.
Guys, this was our original bumper, and as you can see, it was in excellent condition. I had to do nothing on it. So we essentially lined it back up, popped it into place. Here in these pictures, you can see some defects in the paint, so I had those taken care of, had this back rear quarter panel repainted. But overall, I was very happy with the build. Hey guys, with this 2015 Mustang GT that I have, it was honestly a very simple build. Mostly, as you saw, it was some rims, tires, it was some suspension parts. We put a camber kit, which is adjustable towing, or the tow in and tow out, and camber on the Mustang. We had an alignment done on it. After the alignment, I did hear a little noise in the back, which ultimately ended up being a hub assembly. So we replaced that as well. We did run into an issue with the emergency brake, so the handbrake. When in the accident, it was in one of the cables was severed, so we had to replace the emergency handbrake cable as well. But other than that, Mustang was a really sweet car. Had sweet aftermarket parts on it, sounded great. Was a really simple fix. And coming from Copart, most of the time, if it seems too good to be true, it is. But that car tended to prove me wrong on that case scenario. It was just a bunch of suspension parts and an easy fix. I wholesaled that to another dealer in the valley, and they paid me, I want to say $14,500 for it. In all reality, I think I probably broke even on it, but it was still a fun car to build. What I tell friends and family, you know, you gotta do more winning than you do losing. And, you know, sure, I could have held on to the car and sold it myself, but at the same time, you know, just move it along, get into the next one, make sure you buy it right. You know, now that I know what they'll pay for a base model GT, I know what they're gonna pay for these more higher end GTs that are out there. And so, thanks for tuning in, guys. If you like this video, like and subscribe. We're gonna do more of these rebuild videos. I got a couple more coming up and we're gonna go from there. Thanks.